Radio
morning,
DJ.
morning show
Morning
host, presenter,
DJ.
announcer. I don't really know what the name of the job is. I really
Famous
don't.
person.
That is not a thing.
Ask
regional treasure. This is out when my friends want to bust my, whats.
Right.
They call me regional treasure. So I've now taken it and say it myself. I'm trying to take ownership of the word to take away the joke from them, but it doesn't work. They still use it. They really want to piss me off. They'll call me the talent. You ready to go? Oh, we got to wait for the talent. Anyway, so I've been doing this as of today. This is the 29th anniversary of my first morning show. I had done mornings. So the guy that was doing mornings here, when the station started, there was a guy that lasted like 2 weeks, but he just stopped showing up. First morning show guy on this station called Greg Budell. He did like 2 weeks and then stopped showing up. That's a true story.
I don't blame him.
Then they scrambled to find somebody, and they rehired Sean Lynch, who had been doing mornings here prior to the format change, and they needed somebody, so they hired him, and he did it for about a year. He went on vacation for a week, so actually, it wasn't my first morning show 29 years ago. I filled in for him for that week, and when he came back from vacation, they fired him and gave me his job. That's why I don't like taking vacation. They'll get somebody better.
There you go.
Whenever I go on vacation, I always tell Wayne, I say, don't put in too much. Don't put in too much work on it. Just I don't need it. So if you have questions, this is the 29th anniversary of my first morning show, where it was my morning show. I calculated this morning. What did I say? 20? No. How many thousand? What did I say this morning? I don't remember.
Wait, yeah, something, but it was 960, and I was like, I wish it was 951.
Or somebody said it should have been 6969, or it's 6,960th show today. I calculated. So coming up on 7,000th morning show. 29 years of morning radio. If you have a question about doing morning radio, because we always try and have people in with interesting jobs. This is an interesting job, right?
Right.
This isn't your run of the mill job. I've done some weird things at work.
Yeah, me too.
Some weird things. So if you have a question about being a morning radio host, text them in now to 815-283-0095. Or get ready to call up. We'll go to the phone lines for that too. 800-223-9510 for Ask a Morning DJ. Again, 815-283-0095 studio. The keyword, your questions answered this morning. All will be revealed from behind the curtain, the all-powerful Oz. Oh, it's 8:09.
Sunny today with a high of 45.
Lincoln Park on Will Rock. Lincoln Park on 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station. 29 years of doing this. You got a question about morning radio, the ins, the outs, the secret behind the scenes stuff, personal crap about me. Well, I don't care. Text your questions now to 815-283-0095. I was saying at the comedy night Saturday night that it's really liberating and I feel good in life because I don't give an F anymore. You can't embarrass me. 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword, or call 800-223-9510 for an Ask a Morning DJ on my 6,960th morning show. Tom and Stino, WIIL Rock Morning Show.
Sunny today with a high of 45. Tonight, cloudy, low of 30. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 55. It's 31 in Long Grove and 33 in Beach Park.
WIIL Rock Morning Show, thanks to the Rand Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. Been on with those guys for more than 29 years because I've been full-time here for like 32, 33 years. I don't know. And even before it was WIIL Rock, we worked with those guys hanging out at Raymond on Saturday. So thanks to those guys for the decades of support. WIIL Rock Morning Show, thanks to Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake and Raymond Chevrolet in Antioch. 501 Club Party this Friday. I calculated one time how many 501 Club parties. There have been a lot of those, as well, hundreds of those. Come out and hang with us this Friday. 95 WIIL Rock Miller Lite 501 Club Party. We got $4 bottles of Miller Lite to get the weekend rolling. WIIL Rock swag, oil changes, courtesy of Chicagoland Jiffy Lube. And this Friday is the last 501 Club Party. You can qualify for the Cabin Fever Getaway before we draw for it a week from tomorrow, next Thursday. So come out and sign up for that. You might end up at the Margaritaville Island Reserve, Cap Cana, Dominican Republic with us in January. I think it's the 23rd Cabin Fever Getaway. This Friday, 501, we're at First Place Sports Bar, Algonquin Road in Hoffman Estates. We'll see you there with Miller Lite and WIIL Rock. All right. Ask a morning radio DJ this morning on the text line. Stino and I were talking about, since I'm the host of the show,
but I'm the guest of the show, maybe Stino should be the one asking the questions this morning.
Because what am I going to do? Just sit here quietly?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, but also, I mean, when we have guests, they don't get to pick their questions, really. I kind of pick the questions and host the thing, so I shouldn't have that control if I'm the guest, I guess. Right. So you can read the text line. We got somebody on hold, but they might have been calling for somebody else. Do you want to go for that, or do you want to go to the text line? You're in charge.
Do the phone.
All right. I don't know that it's about this because it was ringing before. Hi, WIIL Rock. What's up? You're on the air.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. All right, Tom. So First off, congratulations. That's a long time.
It really is. It feels like a long time. In like a real career, if I had a reputable job, if I was in the military or a firefighter or a plumber, I'd be retired by now. I'd be living in Florida fishing every day. But with this, no, I get a prize. So what is? Do you have a question?
Yeah, I do. So let's say tomorrow was your last day on the show, right?
All right.
The last day of the show. If you had to pick a cast for the show out of everybody that you've worked with, who would it be and why?
That's an awkward question. I think it would be me and Emily and Lisa and Eddie and Dan Kyle and Stino, probably Caribou. What else have I done mornings with? Let me think.
You don't have to add
Payroll Joe, Haro. I definitely have Duco there. Probably the Era Girl. Let's see, the Era Girls. Milburn, probably Fernando would be there. Lisa that I'd worked out with in New York. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everybody I would have on the show if I could pick the cast.
All right.
It's almost everybody. That's pretty much everybody I've done mornings with except for Stino. I'm just trying to make it awkward here. No, I don't know. That's like asking somebody to pick a favorite kid. I would definitely have Duco. It would definitely be me and Duco because he was with me the longest.
Right.
Pretty much. And then after that, every decade or so, I get abandoned by another co-host, which is kind of sucks, but at the same time, it refreshes the show and makes it completely different. The show with Stino has been completely different that the show with Emily was with. When it was Emily, she was the adult in the room and I was the child. And then Stino comes in here and suddenly I'm the adult in the room. And by the way, if I'm the adult in any room, that is an effed up room, right? Right? I'm the adult. So the show is going downhill slowly. Yeah, the bar is being lowered as far as the quality, not quality, but the adultness of our content. But it refreshes the show every decade or so. I think it's a good thing. The show is different. I think you've done a great job. But I think the show is completely different than it was with Emily. Right. Which was completely different than it was with Lisa, which was different, than it was with Joni. I forgot Joni and Joni. So it would be impossible. It's like picking a favorite. I would have everybody. If I had an unlimited budget, we'd be on a station with working equipment and a producer and promotional dollars. I think I really could have done a good radio show had I had all the things that most radio shows I compete against get, like working equipment and producers. And we need a third person in here. That's never going to happen. And we lost the third person because of COVID, and I don't see them coming back. So I think the show would be better. So the answer is I don't freaking know. All right, so there you go. I have no answer.
Thank you.
What a cop-out. I should run for political office when I'm done with this.
Because you basically pleased everyone.
I just answered it. I pleased everyone. I answered his question for 10 minutes without ever answering his question.
Exactly.
It's like I'm in a gubernatorial debate.
Oh, no, I hate
it's a big word. Thank you for your question.
Safe answer, Tom.
Safe answer.
You kind of answered this other question on the text line, too. It said, what's the most frustrating part other than Stino?
And I think that it's either the equipment. I think it's the equipment.
Not really. When I worked out in New York, like if a light bulb went out, two guys would show up and fix it immediately.
You have to fix it here yourself.
Pretty much. Because the guy we have here does a good job, but he's got to do like 83 stations. And,
right.
But it's not the equipment. It's the we compete with stations. And not so much now, they're losing staff too, but we compete with stations that have a producer, and a call screener, and 2 interns, somebody get coffee. We compete against actual stations with actual staff, and they have promotional dollars and promotional things. We don't have any billboards. I go home and I open my junk mail, and you know what it is? It's not a freaking flyer about Sherman and Tingle. It's in the mail. It's a direct mail marketing piece. We don't spend any money on direct marketing. It's a slap in the face because you know who gave Brian Sherman his first job on the radio? Me! And here he is in my freaking mailbox trying to steal my listeners from me with direct mail. We don't do any of that. There's no promotion. There's no staff, and I think we do okay considering we do it for 50 cents a week, so that's I would be cool to work at a station where you got your butt wiped, basically.
That is my goal.
Okay, this isn't my last stop, buddy.
Yeah, so in 8 years, I get abandoned yet again.
You should be retired by then.
I hope so.
I mean, come on.
That's the path. That's the track. As soon as I have enough money to retire, so sometime in the year 2356, I am out of here.
Yeah.
I should have enough saved up by then. It's 8:23.
Sunny today with a high of 45.
You got questions? Stino is picking the questions. I think I shouldn't have control since I'm the guest. From the text line 815-283-0095. I will have no input as to what the questions are. Stino's in charge. 815-283-0095. Studio first word, followed by your question. For Ask a Morning DJ on my 29th anniversary of not working for a living.
It's in my head every
Stino and I were talking about how the show's going with me and her, and I like to use the term horribly well, instead of horribly bad. I've been surprised. It's just been completely different than it was.
Yeah, I am a totally different person than Emily is. So how could the show ever be the same?
And it's going way better than
Never
I
would have
ever
thought it
would.
And I'm actually genuinely laughing at you. Like, I am
not with me, at me.
I am though, but that's funny because it takes I don't just laugh at anybody.
I don't laugh.
I hate people who fake laugh, like they think that it's funny and it's not.
So when Lisa started, we got her from across the hall. We didn't think she was going to be a good match on the morning show.
Right.
She was doing on the country station across the hall. And from what we heard of that station, it was horrible. The morning show, this guy Jim was a jag-off, and Lisa was over there. But she wanted to audition, so Duke and I came in on a Saturday. We were still drunk and hungover from the night before. We didn't want to be there. We didn't think she was the girl for it. And she suddenly said, because I was having some digestive issues from the night before, she said the word verb on the air, and that was it. We're like, all right, we're hiring her. But when she got on the air, and she would constantly laugh. And stuff that wasn't funny, the first couple of weeks. And we sat her down. I said, why are you laughing so much? And all that. And she goes, well, if I didn't laugh for Jim on beds, he would get really angry and say, if you don't laugh, there's no payoff. And she's like, even when it wasn't funny, I had to laugh. I go, no, here's when we want you to laugh.
Yeah.
When something's actually funny.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, what a relief.
She thought that she
had to. She thought that was her job, was laugh track. She was cowered and lived in fear of the guy. I'm like, oh, laugh when it's... This is a guy that threatened to beat me up. He's like, I think you want to throw down. He threatened to beat me up while we were on the air. So
I don't have a laugh. You know how at those TV shows they tell the crowd to laugh.
Right. I got the person there.
Yeah.
Applause. The sign that says laugh.
That's not in here. I'm actually laughing at this man every day.
Keep saying ass with. I laugh at me or with me as long as you're laughing. And that's not my goal. People are like, no, my goal is not to be funny. My goal is just to do whatever the hell we do.
You gotta be entertaining to keep me in a room for 5 hours.
Seriously.
I think I'm just cheap, so that's why I'm here. I'm inexpensive. Anyway, if you have a question, this is the 29th anniversary of my first, where it was my show, morning radio show. How many did I say?
68 years.
6,960.
I wrote it. The 6,960
show today. That's the calculation I think it's about right. You got a question? 815-283-0095 studio. The first word in your message. Call now, 800-223-9510. I got another call waiting on hold. Stino's picking the questions. Because I'm the guest and I shouldn't be in control of that since I'm the ask, I guess. Today. We'll do that next. It's 8:29 now.
Sunny today with a high of 45. Tonight, cloudy, low of 30. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 55. 33 in Lake Bluff, 34 in Mount Prospect. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock 95 second update.
Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Stalling for a second. Okay. A Waukegan man arrested in Beach Park was also wanted outside of the area. 36-year-old Miguel Davia was arrested on October 11th for a residential burglary in Beach Park. Upon his arrest, officials learned that Davia was wanted for a probation violation out of Pennsylvania. The nature of that violation is unknown. The increasing crime rate was the center of the second Illinois gubernatorial
debate. Over national.
Republican candidate Darren Bailey lashed out at incumbent Governor J.B. Pritzker for overspending in abortion laws that allow minors to seek the procedure without a parent's consent. Pritzker defended his record on crime by claiming he spent more on state police and scientific crime-solving upgrades. He also continued his main campaign cry of calling Bailey too extreme for Illinois. 95 WIIL Rock Sports, brought to you by Plumbers and Steam Fitters, Local 118 for higher pay and better benefits. Go to ualocal118.com. Yankees, they beat the Guardians 5-1. Phillies beat the Padres 2-0. And the Bulls, they open their season tonight in Miami. And finally, lots of fruitcake here in the news today.
Actual edible holiday fruitcake, or are you talking about odd people?
Well, two different stories here.
Okay.
But they both have to do with fruitcake. One,
actual edible fruitcake.
Right.
All right.
Right. One, fruitcake flavored Mountain Dew has been spotted on the shelves for the holidays. It's called Mountain Dew Fruit Quake, and it tastes like fruitcake.
Coming soon to a Taste It Tuesday near you.
Yeah,
There's a Mountain Dew in the fridge already in the office that we were going to do for Taste It. What flavor is that?
It's mystery flavor.
We don't know what it is.
Right.
That's for Taste It Tuesday.
I've got a list of stuff for Taste It.
A lot of things.
We got different beverages next week.
Yeah,
so.
what is it? Beef fizz next week.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do the Mountain Dew as well.
Yeah.
All right, and then the other fruitcake news is that
in other fruitcake news, we go to Stino in the 95 WIIL Rock News Data Command Center.
there. Zeno, what's the latest on fruitcake?
There were 23 official fruitcakes made for Charles and Diana's wedding. And
So they have to have an official fruitcake for royal
they
weddings?
have a piece of fruitcake from their wedding.
Oh, look at that.
It's a little rotten, but it is from the wedding day.
It still smells better than Camilla.
You want
Camilla, what kind of Camilla? Parker Bowles. Oh, that is the worst of all the Camillas. Parker Bowles. Sounds like a venereal disease. What'd you get? I got Camilla Parker Bowles.
Yeah,
oh, did you live? Anyway. So you can buy the fruitcake or what?
You can buy that slice.
How much? They're auctioning it off?
Rotten slice of fruitcake.
Yeah.
$1,375 will get you that slice.
No, that's the current bid. It's going to go higher than that.
Yeah. That's what they're starting
It'll
at.
go for like $1 million.
From their wedding. Yeah, I'm sure somebody else will pay a lot.
You buy it, you just take a little piece off the corner and just...
They say it's not edible.
Seriously, even when it's new, fruitcake is... People throw shade at fruit. It's like the Nickelback of foods. People throw shade at it, even though it's probably fine. It's delicious.
Have you had fruitcake?
Nickelback, great guys. The solid pop rock songs.
No one ever said that about
Fruitcake is
fruitcake.
not good. Yeah, fruitcake is not, but it's edible. It's not like it's not like it should be made fun of as much as it. I don't understand it. It's like yeah. You know, like olive loaf is delicious. Don't act like olive loaf has had cheese, okay? Don't act like fruitcake is malort. It's not.
Fruitcake is it's gross.
You can eat
it's like
fruitcake.
a bran muffin with rotten dried fruit
in it. Yeah. All right. Coming soon on Taste It Tuesday, fruitcake. 95 Will Rock, the rock station.
Just let that juice drizzle all over this turkey.
Beer Bash with the one and only Royal Bliss. The night before Thanksgiving, Route 20 in Sturtevant will rock during the Turkey Baster Beer Bash. Royal Bliss. Special guests, Ron Supper Club, St. Tragedy.
Presented by Ziegler Honda Racine. Ziegler Honda for a great experience.
Tickets are on sale now at 95willrock.com.
Football season is finally here, and so is a way to experience big games like never before at the Wall. Follow your team in the comfort of a Marcus Theater. Kick back at kickoff on comfy Dream Loungers and catch all the action on 12 screens. Enjoy an unbeatable game day menu, your favorite beer, and handcrafted cocktails. Best of all, admission is free, just like their Wi-Fi. Experience a sports bar reimagined. The Wall at Marcus.
SinusandSnoringMD.com, SinusandSnoringMD.com, SinusandSnoringMD.com. Would you go to the website already? That's where you'll meet Dr. Swerdlin and his staff. If you have questions, you can talk to him about what they do at the ENT Family Clinic. And what they do is help you regain your quality of life. It's actually in their mission statement. To help you regain your quality of life is what they're there to do by providing the latest technology for minimally invasive surgical and non-surgical treatments for all those things that are helping you not get a good night's rest. Sleep apnea, sinus problems, nasal problems, snoring. They can fix that. And right now, with it being the end of the year, you may have hit your deductible on your insurance, and your flexible spending money is definitely sitting there. If you don't spend it, you lose it. Don't lose that money. Go see Dr. Swerdlin and get those things fixed. The place to start is the website, SinusandSnoringMD.com.
Now, the Will Rock Report. Here's Stino.
Thanks to Hagen Homes for quality new home construction you'll love to live with. I'm Stino with the 95 Will Rock Report for Wednesday, October 19th. Greta Van Fleet have unfortunately had to postpone a couple of upcoming shows after their vocalist Josh Kiszka revealed that he suffered a ruptured eardrum. The band posted a statement on their social media addressing the issue. The incident occurred during the rockers' most recent performance, which took place on October 8th in Bangor, Maine. Flea, the bassist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, turned 60 on Sunday, and to celebrate, Paramore singer Hayley Williams led the audience at Austin City Limits Festival in singing Happy Birthday to the musician. Both bands played ACL 2022 on Sunday. It was the news that shocked many in 2013. As I Lay Dying frontman Tim Lambesis had solicited a hitman to kill his wife as he was in the midst of a potential split. The singer eventually pled guilty to charges of solicitation to commit murder and spent nearly 2 years in jail before being paroled in 2016. Fast forward to a recent interview, the vocalist is now reflecting on the dark period in his life, offering insight on his mindset and sharing his thoughts on making amends and moving forward. For these stories and more, you know where to go, 95willrock.com. That is the 95 Will Rock Report. Thanks to Windy City Rooter. They drained your pipes, not your wallet.
The Will Rock Report. Daily at 8:20, 12:20, and 4:20.
Ask a Morning DJ. 29 years I've been doing this. 29 years in a row. Uninterrupted. Like, there's people who do it that long, but, like, are off for a while and,
right.
Change stations. I've only been on 2 stations. I was on WRVE in Albany, New York for 3 years. First, I was on here, then I was on there for 3 years, and then I came back here. I've been doing this now for 22 years straight. I've been the morning guy at Will Rock 20. So it's 30. So I've been at 26 of the 30 years I've been the morning guy. 3 years of Phil and 1 year of Sean and 2 weeks of Greg and me. So you got a question about morning radio, I'll answer it, whatever it is. I'm the guest today. So Stino's in charge. 800-223-9510. We had a call on hold, but they gave up. Or you can text to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. 800-223-9510, the studio lines. I don't need to look at the text lines. You're asking the question. So
Right.
What do we got?
Good morning, guys. Tom, do you think not having all other things your competitors have has kept you a real person? He's met other radio DJs, and this person says that they've met other radio DJs, and they are... And you're the only one that is actually approachable.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad to hear I'm approachable. I felt bad at Will Rock Fest. So did you. That people wanted to talk to us and we didn't have time to do it.
I know, because we were being raced around everywhere,
doing other things.
Yeah.
It made me feel bad because you want to thank the people who make it possible for you to do this.
Right.
And I do. There are a lot of jagoffs in this business, like that Eric that used to do Eric, and by all accounts, I never met him, but I never met anyone that had anything kind to say about him, whether it be people that worked with him,
right,
or listeners, or that had interactions with him. Same is true with the cow guy. I've never met anyone that met him as a listener or as a coworker that had anything nice to say, but I try not to judge people by what others say. John Perry and I have gone to radio conventions together, and I always say to him, I go, in this room of people, they're all either egomaniacs or total dorks. He's like, yeah. And then I look at him and go, so which are we? I hope I'm approachable, and I can't really say. I don't think it's because I work at We do. We don't have a producer. We don't have a call screener. We don't have the facilities. We are not treated as big, or the facilities aren't as big as who we compete with. But I don't know. I'm just glad to hear I'm approachable. But I don't know what is. I would hope to, even if I had a fluffer or somebody to wipe my butt, like some of these people. We compete with people with staffs and promotional money and all that. We competed with Jonathan Brandmeier and the cow guy when he came on, and Bob Collins and stuff. Bob and Brian are legends. But I don't. And on the account of those guys, that's Milwaukee. One of them is nice and approachable, and the other one's a jagoff. I'm not saying which is which by all accounts. I don't know, but I'm glad to hear that I am. Thank you.
Right. I like that question.
See, that's the thing about the job is I just think it's a normal job. It just happens to be that people hear it and know what we're doing.
Right.
To me, I'm just a normal person.
I forget what I'm like. People will come up to me and ask me about something I was talking about. And I don't. That's like asking me what I ate for lunch last Tuesday.
You don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's just I just go into work and do my stupid crap.
Yeah, I'm just talking to you.
It's just a normal job.
I forget people are listening to our conversation.
Well, in theory, probably not anymore.
I forget.
Yeah, probably not anymore. So I don't know. To me, it's just a regular job. Well, my friends call me regional treasurer to try and bust my.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up.
I like this question.
All right, one more.
Do you like to pick do you get to pick your successor?
Who does? I don't know.
I think you would have some say in it.
I got to pick who was the program director when I left. I got to anoint John Perry into his job.
Right.
The people who were in charge then when I left, because I hired him. And then years later, I left, and I was the program director, and he was going to be the interim guy because he was my assistant. And the general manager at the time didn't believe he was the person for the job. And I said, just let him be the interim guy. Try him out. I bet you'll be pleasantly surprised. And he's done a much better job doing it than I ever would have. He's a great boss.
Right. I agree with that.
Okay manager, but a great boss. So I got to kind of pick him, but like this, I just hope that I leave on my own terms, that I'm like, okay, I'm going to retire, and that'll be in the next, within the next decade. I hope, and I hope it's not like stations are getting blown up and then religious or country or top 40. Right. I just hope we don't get blown out. I would like to go out on my own terms.
Just pass the baton over here, buddy. I will take care of it.
But you said that you don't want to be in charge of this show.
No, actually, I really don't want to be in that position.
What I do and what you do are two different things. I don't think you have the
mental capacity.
Well, it's not that. No, that's not right. The word. It's just not. This is not your.
There is a lot going on over there.
Yeah. I'm doing the social media at the same time, and I'm producing the video
that
stuff.
Is way too much.
It's too much for you.
Yeah. Not enough money over there for that.
Yeah, there's not enough money in any of this. I would, if they want me to help look for somebody, I certainly would. All right, it's
somebody that's going to want to work with me.
Right. There's a long list of warnings. It's like
you're gonna have to trick them.
We're gonna get you a tattoo. We flip you over, and there's a warning label on the back. Okay, you got to read the warning label and sign it, and then maybe you have the job. It's 8:45 now.
Sunny today with a high of 45.
All right, back to the text line for more of your questions. 815-283-0095. Ask a morning DJ on my 29th anniversary today. Make sure studio's the first read your message, or call 800-223-9510. I'm approachable. Call and talk. 800-223-9510. The other thing was we've made some great friends doing this job, and some of them are going to be there on Wednesday night, the night before Thanksgiving, the 95 WIIL Rock Turkey Baster Beer Bash. Our house band Royal Bliss headlining the TBBB on Blackout Wednesday. We've also got Talon Noble at St. Tragedy and Ron's Supper Club, presented by Ziegler Honda of Racine. Just a great party night. Come out, hang with us the night before Thanksgiving. As of like 2 days ago, it was halfway sold out. So if you're thinking about going, get your tickets now on the concerts page at 95WIILRock.com. We'll see you for the Turkey Baster Beer Bash at Route 20 and Sturdivant with 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station.
Score a touchdown in savings when you team up with Shopko Optical. Get 40% off lenses when you purchase any frames, plus a free 1-year breakage warranty and a 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Schedule your appointment at shopko.com.
Your health is essential because you are essential. You need to be there for the ones you love, and you can make sure you are by getting in shape or staying in shape. At the Kenosha YMCA, they've got a great facility, everything you need there, the workout equipment, the classes, the gym, the swimming pools, and the programs to keep you engaged. It's one thing to have a gym membership, you know that. It's another thing to actually use it and feel good using it, and that's what will happen at the Kenosha YMCA. They will keep you engaged through their classes or just the people there to help you, and all sorts of different things to do. I'll be on the treadmill or whatever, and there's the people playing pickleball. Got to get into that, too, I guess, one day. Kenosha YMCA is the place to do it. They've got all sorts of member benefits. Wherever you go, the Y is there. Get the ball rolling at the website, kenoshaymca.org. Ask a morning radio DJ today. Stino is in charge of the questions. I'm the guest. This is the first time I've been the guest on the show. This is the studio is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. That's what people say when they come in. The old place, they would say that, and they go, and what is that smell?
It's the dead rat that we can't find.
Here, though, nicer days.
It's the rotten pumpkin.
It's not. The pumpkin is not rotten yet.
Okay.
Could you?
JP said he could smell it, but I don't know.
He's full of it. It's awesome. We're going to keep it there a little
Yeah,
bit.
I know.
All right, question from the text line.
Okay, let's see. How about, here's a good one. Which of your co-hosts has the best boobs?
There's a ton of questions. I've seen the text line blow up. This is the one you choose to. I will tell you this. I never saw Lisa's boobs, so
really?
I cannot make that assessment.
Oh, okay.
But your boobs, other co-hosts' boobs I've seen. I've never seen Lisa's boobs.
Okay.
So I cannot make that assessment.
Tom, did you ever get it on in the studio?
At the old place, yes.
Where? Actually in the studio?
In the studio, but not when it was Will Rock, back when it was Power 95.
Okay.
And when it was WJZQ, pretty much every room in the building, but not here, not yet. So something to put on the to-do list.
Let's see. If there's another morning show on 95 after you, do you want the exact same format or something brand new?
I'll be fishing. I don't care.
It must be the same.
So I don't know what I will do if I retire. I don't know. Like, this is not what I do. This is not my job. This is literally who I am. So I don't know. I don't know. Why would I retire? Because I don't know what I would do. This is what I like. And I was talking to Yola yesterday. I said, in high school, here's the truth. In high school, we had a high school radio station, John Perry and I, WBSD, Duca was there too. And we would play music and make fart jokes for fun on the radio. And then on the weekends, we would drink, more than the weekends, we would drink beer. So now for a living, I play music and make fart jokes on the radio. And on the weekends for work, I drink beer. So I'm literally just doing what I did in high school for fun, but getting paid. How great is that?
I know.
Why would anybody quit other than getting up at the ass crack of dawn?
It is very early.
But I did it in high school. I did it in college, and I've been.
We're used to it.
The longest I've been off the radio was between senior year in high school and freshman year in college. Was that 3 months? That's the only time I've been off the radio for any period of time since 1979 when I did the junior high show on WBSD. So I don't know what would I do? So I don't know that I'll retire as much as I'll become so non-relevant that I'll just have to walk away. But I won't want to listen because it will hurt my feelings. Because I want to still be here. I'll be like, well, that's not what I would have said.
Yeah.
So I won't be like when I'm on vacation, I don't listen because I'm like, well, I would have said this or whatever. So I don't really care what. This is my baby. I birthed this. Me and Randy McCartan and Jonathan Cook were here. I birthed this. This is like my child, and it's going to be a sad day when I gotta
You got to give it up.
You're making me choke up. It's 8:53.
Sunny today with a high of 45. Quick, I want to get one more in
As
here.
Emily said, I'm probably going to just die in this chair and then stuff me and put me in the corner.
Yeah.
Human taxidermy. All right, one more. What do you got?
Don't we get chips and salsa today? Jen from Dallas is listening. And what is that day? Is that your anniversary?
No,
okay.
that's when I signed the new contract.
Because I was looking forward to that.
That'll be in March. And that was just a joke. I don't know if it was the first or second or third contract renewal I signed. Kira was the manager at the time, the boss, and she had a bag of chips and a thing of salsa on her desk. And I'm like, what's that? She's like, chips and salsa somebody gave me. You want it? And I grabbed it, and I'm like, and now I have a signing bonus. I told Carl about that. So now every time I sign a new contract, he gives me chips and salsa. He's a great boss. I think when he leaves, I'll leave because the next guy will probably be smart enough to fire me. But March, I should get chips and salsa unless Alpha Media wises up. My 6,960th morning show, 29 years ago today, I did my first where it was my show, morning radio show. So we're going to ask a morning radio DJ today. You want to do the phone thing? Is that what you said? All right. So we got to call and hold. Stino's in charge. Since I'm the guest, I can't be in charge. Hi, Will Rock.
Hi, this is Mushmouth from yesterday.
Mushmouth, what's up, buddy?
Hey, my phone disconnected while I was supposed to be on hold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he won.
You want your prizes or what? I'm like, where's that guy? And I said, where is the guy? And then you didn't call back, but you call back today. So I don't know. Let me see if I still have the prize sheets in here for Ticket Tuesday, Mushmouth. I do. I do. I will get you your tickets. You got to hold on, okay? We got to do our thing here, but hold on, and then I'll get your thing, all right? So I get your thing.
Thank you much.
Yeah, there you go. That's one of my favorite parts of doing the job in all the years. Has been giving stuff away. Has been doing the prizes. Yeah. Like when we do the big prizes, like Cabin Fever Getaway, or we've given away cars, other trips and stuff like that. I get goosebumps. I think I like it as much as the person who wins it. It's just to be able to impart that kind of joy on a person suddenly.
It's fun.
It's so cool. So, and even like the little ticket things or whatever. So, that's fun. It's 8:59 now. You got more questions? Text them in 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. Speaking of winning things, the jet still hasn't flown over this morning for the Cabin Fever Getaway. We will get to that before 10.
Sunny today with a high of 45. Tonight, cloudy, low of 30. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 55. It's 34 in Barrington and 32 in Grays Lake. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock 95-second update. A Waukegan man arrested in Beach Park was also wanted outside of the area. 36-year-old Miguel Davia was arrested October 11th for residential burglary in Beach Park. Upon his arrest, officials learned that he was wanted for a probation violation out of Pennsylvania. The nature of that violation is unknown. The driver of a dump truck was cited after a crash in Antioch. It happened Tuesday morning near routes 45 and 173 when the dump truck attempted to turn too quickly. The load of gravel the vehicle was carrying shifted during the turn, causing the dump truck to roll over onto its side, spilling the gravel all over the roadway. 95 WIIL Rock Sports. Yankees, they beat the Guardians. Phillies beat the Padres. And the Bulls, they open their season tonight in Miami.
All right. Back to the text lines and the phone lines for Ask a Morning DJ coming up. You got questions, text them now to 815-283-0095. Make studio your keyword, followed by what you want to ask. So that's the one. There were two words that I spelled wrong.
You spelled frostbite.
Right. And I sent a correction to Dan when we started this version of the promotion a couple of weeks ago. Apparently he didn't get it.
No,
so spell it properly when you enter it on the Win Stuff page.
Frostbite.
Listen,
B-F-R-O-S-T.
it was during the Rona when I recorded these words. It was hours of recording F words, and I was drunk. True story at the time. So spell it properly when you enter it on the website, and so sue me. 29 years of morning radio, and I got to thank our advertisers, too, that have been with us all this time. I showed this to Stino the other day. It's the information sheet about Dr. Pete, who's been on with me for probably about 20 of those years. Yeah. It looks like the Declaration of Independence with the tore-up corners. Worn. It's yellowed, all that stuff.
You want a new one?
No, I like this. I'm gonna redo this is when I can't read the things on the bottom anymore, the phone number and the website, which I don't really need this. I go see Dr. Pete all the time. I know what he does. I know his information. But if I don't have like a safety blanket here, I'll freak out. So I put it here in case I need it. He's a great guy. He offers the ultimate in dental comfort, in-office IV sedation with Dr. Pete. Your dental problems can be a thing of the past. Pain-free in-office IV sedation is the completely safe way to pain-free dentistry. So whether it's a cleaning and a checkup or you need your root canal, your wisdom teeth taken care of, whatever, 847-336-7300 is the number. Call that and make an appointment. 847-336-7300. Find Dr. Peter Wade Zunis online at gurneydental.com. Just talking about how the best part of the job is making people freak out when they win an awesome prize.
Yeah.
And everybody, not everybody, but a lot of the winners, a ton of them are like, oh, I never win anything, right before we do the big drawing. And then they win it. I'm like, you can't say that anymore. You can't say that anymore. Maybe this person won't be able to say it anymore. Hi, Will Rock.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. Who's this?
It's Sean.
Sean, you're caller number 10. Hey! Sean, have you been on the Cabin Fever getaway?
Not yet, Sam.
Why the actual F not?
I just started and I'm going. I'm going with you guys.
You are going?
I'm going to go when I win this trip.
Oh, he's going to win it. He's going to win. I thought he signed up already. All right, Sean. You're a lot for me today. You are a lot. Hold on the line, okay, Sean? Right. He's breaking up.
I want to drink with this guy.
Hold on, Sean. We want to drink with you. So.
I'll get to it at the giveaway now.
Yeah, big giveaway next Thursday at Shooters. Thanks to Bill at Shooters for hosting us again. And
come find me, Sean.
Yeah, have some drinks.
Come yell at me. He's like, yeah!
Yeah, he's like the listener version of Stino.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, he's like the listener version of you. He will be there next Thursday at Shooters. If you're qualified, make sure you're there and signed him. We start at 7 o'clock. And bring your friends who aren't qualified because we'll pick some final ones.
Yeah, the last time that we had this, somebody brought their friend who qualified at the giveaway, and they ended up winning the trip.
Right. So bring your friend. But that friend better have taken that person as their plus one.
Yeah.
They're a jag-off. If you bring somebody there and they win the trip, they got to take you as the plus one.
Yeah, or else
you unfriend them in real
their
life.
ass in the parking lot.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Keep listening to that Jet will fly over again with John Perry. Cabin Fever Getaway to the Margaritaville Island Reserve, Cap Cana, Dominican Republic with travel leaders and fun jet vacations. 907.
Sunny today with a high of 45.
Talk about bands over the 29 years that I feel I've known and become friends with. We got Royal Bliss, our house band. Definitely those guys. Great guys. Hailstorm has been really nice people. Jesse James Dupree from Jackal has been a great friend. And these guys were, when they were a little baby band back in the day, hanging out, just a lot of fun and good guys. Here's Pop Evil, 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station. And we've actually gotten to do some fun stuff with some rock stars. I'm not big into the whole celebrity thing. I'm not like,
Right.
I think it's because people act like we have some type of that. And they're like, oh, give me an autograph. I'm like, what a waste of a piece of paper to have me. They asked me to sign a T-shirt. I'm like, no, I'll sign a sticker. You don't want to ruin the shirt. But like hanging out with rock stars that act like actual people, and Pop Evil was one of those. We've got to do some really fun things. I remember Lee from Pop Evil. We're on the tour bus with them many, many years ago, 15, 20 years ago, or I don't know, whatever. And he sang a Jaeger bomb version of 155, and in the middle of it, we did Jaeger bombs on the bus, and then he went back in the acoustic version. And it's back when phone cameras were garbage, and I have this little grainy video of it somewhere. Just really weird, fun stuff that we've got to do. So that's been a highlight. It's definitely but people talk about, we had one guy ask about why are you, and I consider that a compliment, approachable as opposed to other people who do what we do. That is high praise, thank you, and I shoot for that. We have an opportunity for another event. That's why it's fun to do. Like, that's the best part of the CVG is everybody just goes on and hangs out, and we're just normal people hanging out on these trips. And there are people who can't afford the CFG, I should say. So we have the CVG, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Your chance to hang. Let's hang. And it's a highlight of this for me, too. It's 9:12, Will Rock Morning Show, Tom and Stino.
Sunny today with a high of 45. Tonight, cloudy, low of 30. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 55. It's 32 in Volo and 31 in Rolling Meadows.
I don't want to do too much more. There's another break or two of this. Stino's in charge of the questions since I'm the guest today for Ask a Morning DJ. 815-283-0095 studio. The first word followed by what you want to ask, or call 800-223-9510. We'll do that again next. Will Rock Morning Shows. Thanks to the Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. It's fun hanging with the tens of listeners. If you can't afford the CFG, or if you don't have the time for it, or if you're going on the CFG and you want to go on another event closer to home, a little less money. November 17th to the 20th, we're going to Chula Vista in the Wisconsin Dells for our inaugural CVG Chula Vista Getaway. Inaugural is a word I have a hard time saying. I would say our first annual, but then people say you can't have a first annual. You can if you promise to do it again, and I hope we do this again. 80,000 square foot water park. Top 4 of all resorts in Wisconsin Dells. Concert with Wilson and the Road Dogs. We'll do a live broadcast and just hang. It's a great time. It's going to be a fun weekend. Book it now online at 95willrock.com on the road trips page under the Go tab. Don't wait. It's going to sell out, and we've got a little space left to hang it with us in Chula Vista in the Wisconsin Dells in November with Will Rock. All right, one or two more times to the text line. A lot of questions over there. Jake, is that Jake from Royal Bliss? Jake Smith says fruitcake. These are the comments on the video on TomTube for what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Says Nickelback's better than fruitcake. Malort is better than fruitcake. He's throwing a lot of shade at fruitcake. It is 9:17. What do we got from the text line? Ask a morning radio DJ after 29 years of doing this stupidity.
Yes, here's from the 262. Instead of retiring, please don't retire, Tom. Would you ever move to Stunt Monkey?
I am already. And it's not by design. It's because they got rid of the third chair. They got rid of the gravy chair. They got rid of the Stunt Monkey because of the Rona. It was a COVID move. And then Stino comes in here, and she tricked me into it. She's like, because I've asked her to do some things. She's like, I am not the Stunt Monkey.
I have done a few things.
She came up with this, let's get you in the Guinness Book of World Records. And some of them have been Stunt Monkey stuff. So I've devolved. The Stunt Monkey job should be like an 18, 19, 20-year-old. It should be a job that you do for like a year or two and then springboard into a better job. And Duco made a career out of it, and he was spectacular. And I don't have the chops to do what Duco did.
But this is a turn in your career. Everyone likes to see you.
What, tortured?
Everyone
Standing
enjoys.
in a swimming pool full of things? What? Enjoys what?
Everyone enjoys that part of you that's willing to be adventurous.
I will do the Guinness things, but I don't want the official title of Stunt Monkey.
No, nobody wants that.
Yeah, that is a definite demotion. But whatever I got to do to keep going.
Have you ever had any out of control stuff in the field at a mobile event? So I basically like at a live broadcast.
Yeah, every Friday at the 501 Stino. I'm not making that up. I turned to Wayne last Friday at the 501, and I told him to send me this message because I want to remember what was happening. I said, just send me, Stino will be the end of you. Because it was your birthday, you were feeling no pain, and you got on the microphone, and you do this in most 501s, you get a little crazy, and you said, for $20, I'll flash, because you wanted $20 for the gambling machines. I think you said for 60, and then you negotiated it down for 20. And people's hands went up, and you were going to do it. And I'm like, this picture goes to corporate. We're canceled.
It was a joke. It was a
canceled.
joke. It was a joke.
No, it wasn't. You would have done it for the 20. Oh, she's okay. All right. It was a joke.
It was a joke.
It was a joke. 501 Club Party this Friday. Come out and see us. See more of some of us than others, depending on how much cash you can. You want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right.
I got another one. How did you meet Royal Bliss, and how did they become the house band?
So they did Studio East. They've been around 20 years.
The first time you met them, though.
Probably was Studio East here, and kind of knew them. And then we were in Vegas.
Did they go to a radio thing? Radio convention?
Yeah, they've been to it a couple times. They were in Vegas, and there was a stripper pole, and somebody I was with got up on the stripper pole, and we all got talking. And just having a good time at this, radio and records thing. And then them along with, and we were already friends. I sat in the tub with Neil that day. We had already hung out. But then we were hanging out in my suite. I got with a living room and a spent a little extra there. And we were just hanging out. We just started hanging out a lot. And they're just good guys. And it really blew up from there. I consider them friends. They're good guys throughout the years. And and they're great. They're a house band. Whenever we have anything charity related, I volunteer them without even asking them because I know they'll do it.
Yeah.
And I always say I look forward to the day when they will no longer take my calls like their two biggest stars, and they should be. Hopefully it would be nice if they would get to that point. There are bands that have evolved into huge stars and been super nice still. And there are bands that have evolved into superstars and have not been super nice. And then there's other, like I consider Jesse James Dupree from Jackal a friend, He called me after the unpleasantness of 2018 and talked to me on the phone for a long time and helped me get through that. He's just a good human. There are a lot of rock stars who are just still good human beings, and Royal Bliss are definitely on that list. So, and don't forget, Turkey Baster Beer Bash, night before Thanksgiving, Route 20. If you don't have tickets, that's over halfway sold out. That will sell out. Go get your tickets. They, to me, are approachable. They're a band that will always be there.
They are. They are, 100%.
More importantly, for their fans. They will hang and talk and take a picture and whatever, no matter how big they get, I think. And one day I hope to be paid full time to be their social media guy or something when I retire. When they're
fun.
Pool boy, I don't give a. Anyway, 9:22.
Sunny today with a high of 45.
These guys also were very nice. When I was going through some stuff, have remained nice people, even though they're huge rock stars. Down to earth kids from Pennsylvania. Here's Hailstorm on Will Rock. And I've remained a fan of that band all through these years. You can tell because on our YouTube, I was looking at our YouTube channel because TomTube is up and running right now. And you know how it suggests videos or whatever?
Right.
One of them is Hailstorm, Here's to Us. I love that song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There you go. There's Hailstorm on Will Rock. One more time to the text to the phone lines for Ask Good Morning Radio DJ. You got questions, text 815-283-0095. Studio the keyword. Thank you for letting me do this for 29 years. I haven't worked in over 3 decades. Because of this, and that's because of the tens of listeners. Neil from Royal Bliss commented on the picture I posted this morning.
What did he say?
That I'm pretty. Thanks, Neil. You're pretty, too. It's 9:26.
Sunny today with a high of 45. Tonight, cloudy, low of 30. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 55. It's 31 in Carpentersville and 32 in Gurnee.
On the TomTube video that's up and running this morning, David Clark texts or messages and says, I'm watching you guys instead of working. So that's us helping lower American productivity for 3 decades. Yeah. Great. Don't get fired, David.
It is time for the 95 Will Rock Happy Hour News. A Utah man is going viral right now. So he rented out a Salt Lake City area billboard and he just put Weezer on it. Like the name of the band, Weezer.
Just the word Weezer?
Weezer,
Not
yeah.
a picture of the man, but it just said Weezer.
Yeah, he did this about 4 months ago. And, he just wanted to put the name.
Is he trying to get them to come play there, or?
He basically just likes the band and wanted to put the band's name on a billboard. It's like ridiculous. I don't understand why. Well, 4 months later,
The billboard's up all that time.
Right,
still.
right. He paid for
It's
it.
not cheap. We have never. We talk about promoting this show or the station. I've never had a billboard. I was
either.
I was on some buses in Albany. I've never had a billboard, and everybody we compete against
has a billboard.
Hey, that Eric Jagoff you couldn't go anywhere without seeing him.
I know. John Perry asked me in a meeting. He said, "Name billboards that you remember, and if you could name 5 billboards that you remember right now, I'll get you a billboard." And
Eric and Kathy everywhere.
I said
Urlacher
I
in his
said
hair.
the Urlacher ones.
Yeah. There's some weird name
can't
right
think of
now. It
any more.
says somebody sucks or somebody hates something or
but
something.
you have to be able to name them right on the spot. There are 5 billboards, and I couldn't flip and do it.
The Powerball one right at the border that used to be the Powerball, and it would have the.
There's a new one in.
It would have the jackpot amount on it.
Okay, there's one in Lakemore.
That's 4.
That says Dub Bears, and it's Miller Lite.
That's 4. That's 4, and Weezer. 5. Yeah. That's all we could come up with of all the billboards in the world. That's a billboard advertising is like flushing your money down the toilet. So
that's why he said that I can't get a billboard.
Radio gets results.
So this guy made this billboard and it said Weezer on it.
Yeah.
Well, I think he just, did it maybe for like some TikTok likes too or whatever. Well, 4 months later, Weezer decided to get a billboard down the road and it said, "Thanks to whoever bought the billboard down the road." Weezer. Yeah. So they made a billboard down the road from it. It's just a bizarre thing that I guess they caught wind that this billboard had been made.
The question is why. I always in these stories want to know why, and whoever reported this didn't track the guy down and ask why.
There's no why.
I would think I'm trying to get Weezer to do a show here, or I want Weezer to come to my house and say hi, or
Weezer just bought a billboard.
Weezer gave me venereal disease or something, but no reason. Weezer didn't even track him down. They're just like, all right, thanks a lot.
They're like, we're going to buy the billboard down the road and say thank you.
Anybody wants to buy a billboard for us?
Yeah, I am totally in on that.
Let us know, and then nobody will remember it because we're all too focused on Urlacher's hair. So today is my 29th anniversary of my first morning radio show. Radio show number 3006. What is it? 3009?
No, it's 6,960.
6,960 shows. 30 years of doing it. Still at it. If I was a union electrician, I would have been retired by now. You want that kind of gig where you can have a career with great benefits, great pay, health insurance, and a retirement plan where you can actually retire in a reasonable amount of time. I'm talking about being a union electrician. The only registered electrical apprenticeship training center in Lake County is waiting for you. International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 150. IBEW, Local 150 keeps the power on for Lake County, and that can be you. And it's never too late to join IBEW, Local 150. So if I don't show up tomorrow, boom, there I am. You're going to get a great career, great wages, and it's highly in demand. You can work anywhere in the country as a union electrician. Just go to the website and see if it's a great match for you. Place to start, IBEW150.org. All right, I got somebody on hold. You want to do that? And then one more question, and we'll be done with this self-serving BS. All right. It just feels awkward having me be the guy. It feels like, oh, look at me. But I figure this is an interesting job.
Right.
So we'll do one more. We'll do this segment, then we'll move on. Hi, Will Rock. Who's this? Ooh, somebody's having sex.
Tom. Morning, Tino.
Hey, who's this? You're on the air.
Morning, Tom. Morning, Tino.
Morning. What's going on in the background there? It was like
driving. Just driving. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Hey, how do you pick who your designated driver is for 501 club parties?
So when I first started doing it, it's usually been co-host. Like I would have Lisa pick me up, or Emily would, because she lived nearby. Emily would pick me up, and we'd go to 40 and we'd go to Mars Cheese Castle and have Bloody Marys first. Just whoever's close by. And then when Jake started teching remotes, I would make him do it. I'd like, go get the van and then pick me up. And then I would have him do it.
I usually pick a name out of the box who's going to drive me home. So
if you come out to a 501 club party, Stina will draw three names. One, who gives her $20 for the gambling. Two, who gets to pay her tab. That's a real thing she tries to do. I'm making that up. And three, she draws who will drive me home. You're joking about that. Usually Botno has to drive you. I don't really. Yeah, it's whoever happens to be there, or family or friends.
Why
or
are you nominating yourself?
Are you volunteering for that position?
Oh, if I was going, I'd be drinking. Last 2 Fridays ago, I was standing at work, and I look up, and there's this huge Will Rock black hoodie, and a kid standing there staring at the TV.
I know.
And I looked at him, and I signaled.
I know who you are. You're the guy from the casino. You're like the cage guy. You're like the boss in the pay cage there at the casino, right?
You are correct, Tom. I was starstruck, and you are such a nice fellow to come up and shake my hand and say hello.
Yeah. Well, you're such a nice guy. I was in line, and I'm not like a high roller, so I'm in the normal people line.
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 people in front of me, and he calls me over, and I get to cash my chips in without waiting in line as long. So good to know somebody at the casino.
Wait, you were at the casino without me?
Yeah, I like to do speed casino. If we go by Rivers on the way home, I like to do speed casino. We go in, $100. Either you double it or you lose it and you leave. I doubled it and got out. So you got to have a system. I used to do it with Emily. If you would ride with me for the 501.
Yeah, I will one day.
When we go past Rivers, we play speed casino and I buy.
I will be riding with you.
But if you double, if you get to 200, I give you the 100. If you get to 200, you have to give me the original 100 back.
I'm going to quadruple.
Emily's cashed on that quite a bit. So. What's your name, sir? I don't know if you want to say. Is he still there?
Oh, he hung up
I
on
lost
us.
him. I lost him. Anyway, I love going there and playing speed casino.
That sounds fun.
Anytime the 501 goes past Rivers, I'm in. 9:35. You want to do one more from the text line, then we move on?
Yeah.
All right. Pick a favorite. This is the last. Or we can either do speed round or you can pick a favorite. Speed round is you do a couple and I just give quick answers, or just pick one.
I'm going to pick one here.
All right. What do you got?
Did Tom ever work at B96? I remember years ago some bit about other personalities he went by.
So I did not work at B96. I started working here in 1986 when it was Rock 95 WJZQ. When they switched to Power 95, there were 6 of us for 3 jobs. I got one of the jobs. I did nights from 10 until 2 as Kid Kelly on Power 95.
Your name was Kid Kelly?
I let him pick it for me. Yeah. So I did Top 40. I'm a much better jock at Top 40 than I am at rock. I'm not really a good rock DJ. I'm not good at this outside of the fart jokes. I hope I do okay with those. But so I was Kid Kelly on Power 95, and then I also worked at 97 ZOK in Rockford, and they gave me the name Party Marty. I did Saturday nights. It was an all-request show with phoners and stuff. When my friends are trying to bust my whatevers again, either they call me the talent, they call me Regional Treasure, or they call me Party Marty. The guys from Modern Day Romeos, will not shut up
I
about
am
Party
going
Marty
to
when they find
write
that out.
that down because slow down, Party Marty.
I did that at ZOK, and then I also worked at Hot 102 in Milwaukee and did under a couple of different names. So I did some top 40, but not B96. I was in the B96 studios. That was beautiful. I worked there. Those are beautiful.
Hannah
studios.
works with the B96 guy now.
Yeah. I'm a much better top 40 jock than I am at this. But this is just what the station became, and here I am. So it is 9:37.
Well, good to have you, Tommy boy. Sunny today with a high of 45.
I would like to take a moment to thank our tens of listeners without which I would not have been able to do. This is my 6,960th morning show, 29 years ago today, with Joni, my first ever morning show that was mine, 10/19/93. And I've listened to the tape of that. I have the tape of that.
Yeah.
I was horrible.
Yeah.
So thank you to the bosses who stuck with me through the years, because now I'm slightly less horrible. Bush on Will Rock, Thomas Stino, Will Rock Morning Show, 941. You know, I also we do fart jokes for a living. And then, like on Open Phone Thursday, like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, somebody called in and said, you know, I always said it, but I never actually heard you do a fart joke. So then I actually had to do a fart joke. So, And now this year, more fart gun for you in 2022. I'm
True that.
trying to use it every day because I think it is the one truly uniting thing in all humanity is that everybody thinks farts are funny, whether they act like they do or don't. And I always use the Queen of England as an example. I said everybody from the lowest of people to the Queen of England herself thinks farts are funny.
Right.
But then she died. So
Yeah.
now I would have to say the King of England. Except for he looks like he's
We
always
gotta think
smelling
of
a fart.
You got to say Bob Barker.
He might not think farts are fun. Well, I don't want to kill another person. Bob's
He's like
getting up there.
99, yeah.
I want to do a fancy person, not an old person. Like
He's in my celebrity
the
death
Pope.
pool.
I'm going to say the Pope. The Pope even think. The Pope, when the Pope is there in his robe all by himself.
Right.
Or he's sitting around the table with all the cardinals and somebody they all laugh. They all snicker.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, it's the one uniting thing, no matter what we believe, that can bring us all back together. And I think we need that. So more fart gun for you in 2022. I really believe this. I'm not just BSing. I think we need uniting stuff. So I'm going to try and keep using the fart gun, doing the fart tricks. And I want to say it's not Shakespeare that we do. And not that I can't do Shakespeare. I just don't think it fits with what we're doing.
Right.
We play songs called, Crazy Bitch and whatever. So
and bands called Five Finger Death Punch.
I don't think we're going to do much Shakespeare. 9:42 now. And then this is an example. So coming up next, this is our wheelhouse from yesterday's show. The bit is called Whale Penis. There you go. It's what I do for a living. Some days I think to myself, it's a good thing Mom's not around anymore, because she'd be like, I get a call and she'd go, oh, Thomas. The one time I had her on the air and she goes, you're not right. So there you go. I miss you, Jane. 9:42 now.
Sunny today with a high of 45. Tonight, cloudy, low of 30. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 55. It's 30 in Round Lake Beach and 33 in Zion.
I shall be remembered as the guy who brought whale penis to the world, and you'll hear that coming up next. And cash to you. We're in the final days of 95 WIIL Rock's Tom's favorite F word. Who knows? Maybe I'll even spell one or two of them right the rest of the run. It ends this week. Got a couple more days. $2,000 up for grabs every day at the beginning of every hour from 5 in the morning until 5 and at night. You hear a different F word. Even if you only get one, take as many as you can get, though, over to the Win Stuff page at 95willrock.com. Each one is another entry for your shot at that day's $2,000. Free money. Thanks to Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha, just east of I-94 and Highway 50, with my favorite F words at 95willrock.com.
Previously on the Will Rock Morning Show with Tom and Stino.
An Australian woman was walking along the beach and she found a whale penis.
I mean, who wouldn't want to find that?
I guess she's really redefined sex on the beach, right? She was wondering what it was, and she took a picture of it and posted it online. I mean, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I don't know.
Would you have known what it was if you just saw it?
Well, at first she thought it was a piece of wood, like driftwood or something.
Well, he's excited. It is a piece of wood. Now, see, I would see that, and I think I would know that was a whale penis. Like, I would look down, and the person would maybe be going to pick it up. I go, no. I'd be like, that's a whale penis.
Describe what a whale penis looks like for someone who don't know what a whale penis is.
Very tall, pointy hat made out of flesh. Right? It's like one of those dunce caps, but it's made out of flesh. But it's narrower and slimmer than a dunce cap.
It looks like one of those white wiener schnitzels, but with a pointy end.
What do you mean wiener schnitzel is food?
Yeah, like the white wieners that you buy at...
Well, that's not wiener. That's a sausage. It looks like a white sausage. No, but it's pointy on one end and bigger on the other. I don't know why we're describing whale. Enjoy your breakfast this morning. I hope you enjoy your breakfast as we describe visually you know what? If you want to know, just Google it yourself. I quit. What'd you do at work today, Tom? Well, I got into a detailed discussion about the description of a whale penis. Oh, sounds like a normal day there at the old Radio Ranch.
I don't know why we were so argumentative about it. It looks like this.
I don't even think we were argumentative. I think we were both struggling with properly conveying it to our listeners. And then it occurred to me,
you're wasting time.
What the hell am I doing? If somebody cares about it that much, they'll Google it anyway. The people that want to know what it looks like are Googling it anyway.
Right. Sorry about that.
Let me see if I just Google whale penis, if that's the picture that comes up, the same picture from the whale.
I hope not, because that one was...
This one, I'm sure, has been searched in here many times by Wilson. That's
yeah.
So whale penis, the story comes up, and there's a picture of him anyway. I got the perfect description for it.
What?
Because one of the other pictures that popped up, the picture they show of supposedly the Loch Ness Monster with its neck and its head up out of the water? It's exactly the shape of it.
They think that that it's a whale penis, that the Loch Ness Monster is that.
The whale was just rolling over going, all right, reverse cowgirl. Reverse whale cowgirl, hop on.
Reverse whale girl.
Reverse whale girl. Reverse cow whale. I don't know what it would be. See, we're doing it again. Moving on.
The Will Rock Morning Show.
Hey, what's for breakfast?
Tom and Stino.
Does that sound insane?
Yes. On Will Rock.
Knock my fart gun over.
Whoa.
Break my fart gun. That's important in my career. That lady just sitting out there in the mall at the table. She doesn't even know that there's a guy 20 feet away.
With a fart gun?
Playing a fart gun. She's right. She's sitting at a table doing a little texting. We don't get to watch people in the mall when we're on because there's nobody in the mall. So it's exciting when somebody's there. She must be one of the walkers getting here early. Walkers! I knew it was a zombie apocalypse. When I started working in this studio, it was during the Rona, and it was like
no one here.
No one. Yeah. I got in trouble for saying that. The mall was like, don't say that. People will come and loot. I'm like, they know that there's security. I wasn't saying there's no one here. The doors are open and the free stuff is just sitting around. No, they know there's security.
You still have to break
you
into
still have
the
to
store.
break in, yeah.
You could probably use a crowbar, though, or something.
Now, Stino's going to get us another email from the, tell people to use a crowbar to get the door open. If people are going to use a crowbar to get the door open, it wasn't her that gave them the idea. They're glass, by the way. A large rock will do it.
Yeah, I mean, well, those are metal bars over there. You could easily jack those up.
And that's how to break into the mall with Tom and Stino. Get another letter from the mall people.
Did they really say that to you?
Yeah. So I said the mall, because it was closed. It was in the news that everything was closed. I wasn't telling them anything they didn't already know. I sat in here by myself and looked out. Everybody knew everything was closed.
My car was the only car here in the whole mall parking lot.
I didn't say everything was closed and the doors are wide open. I just said everything was closed. I wasn't informing anyone of anything. Log toss time. Here at the mall, which is well secured, there's a lady on a Segway that goes flying by. Oh, I wouldn't want to come up against her.
If you have a crowbar, I mean, it'll be easy.
She'll use some tersely worded statements to get me to flee.
She'll tell you it's illegal to smoke weed.
No, vape is what you got in trouble for.
Yeah.
It's illegal to vape in the mall.
Yeah.
Now you know when you don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, log toss time. Thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. Brett Kinnaman's a good guy. I like Brett. He sent in the other day a good financial advice for Stino was get scratch-offs. That's about your best.
And you know what? That was smart because I won $100.
I you scratch-offs and you won $100. You didn't have to buy the scratch-offs. You made $100. And how much did you make on your birthday?
I actually made $115.
I gave you $115 for your birthday.
Thank you.
There we go. Log toss. I'm feeling good about this one. Yes! Totally did not go in.
You keep throwing it in the total opposite side of the room.
You missed by 5 inches. What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, it's JP. What up, Jeepers? Our 95 Will Rock Jeep Club, presented by Car Corral Services of Kenosha, CCS, and Turo Tires will be at the Lake County Fairgrounds for the Lake County Jeep Invasion this coming Sunday. Admission is $20 per Jeep. The invasion is on from 11 till 4 and features a massive mud pit, food trucks, vendors, bounce houses, and of course, hundreds of Jeeps. That's this Sunday, the Lake County Jeep Invasion at Lake County Fairgrounds in Grays Lake, presented by Lake County Jeep Club and Liberty Auto City in Libertyville. Check out the 95 Will Rock Jeep Club on Facebook. Just search Will Rock Jeeps, thanks to Car Corral Services of Kenosha, CCS, and Turo Tires in Waukegan. Check out 95willrock.com for more information.
Not making this up, one of the highlights of 29 years of morning radio has been our great advertisers and the things that I've learned and been involved with. And one of them is Steve over at Century Kitchens in Bath. Love my kitchen at the old house. Can't wait for Century to come to the new place and give us an improvement. If you've got a room in your house or a whole bunch of rooms that need an improvement, Century can do it for you. Are you working at home now? You need a home office? Might not think there's space. They can get really creative. I hate the kitchen at the new house because it's not a Century kitchen. They're going to give you a room you love. The process from the design to the build to afterwards is a great experience. Find out what I'm talking about. Go to the website. You can find their social media there, see before and after pictures and ongoing projects, and you can get that free, no pressure, in-home consultation. It's CenturyKitchensandBath.com. That website again is CenturyKitchensandBath.com.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact, Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovyx may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovyx can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovyx treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovyx may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovyx. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Hutton, and I'm running for state senate. Today, Wisconsin is struggling and off track. With rising gas and grocery prices, families are having a hard time making ends meet. Crime rates are soaring in our communities, and law-abiding citizens are the ones paying the price. Our judicial system needs to be fixed, and our brave men and women in blue are no longer supported. Wisconsin's once proud education achievements are declining, and bureaucrats, instead of parents, are setting the priorities. I'm running for state senate because I'm concerned about the effects these failed policies are having on Wisconsin. Leadership matters, and so do the policies leaders make. As a business owner, I understand the importance of finding solutions that work. As your state senator, I will lead to improve Wisconsin's economy, ensure safe communities and schools, expand educational options and outcomes, and guard your constitutional liberties. I'm Rob Hutton, and I'm running for the 5th Senate District because I believe that together we will get Wisconsin back on track. I'm asking for your vote on November 8th, paid for by Citizens for Rob Hutton.
Merlin Complete Auto Care provides you with the full range of automotive repair and maintenance services, from tires and alignments to oil changes and brakes. Visit Merlins.com to find your nearest location and make an online appointment.
Let's begin now.
95 WIIL Rocky Rock Station, Tom and Stino, 10 o'clock.
Sunny today with a high of 45.
All right, go to the bathroom. All right, she's holding it. All right. Thank you to everybody who called in and texted in and all that stuff on show number 6,960 and listened to make it possible for me to not work for 29 years. We begin year 30 tomorrow, bright and early, 5 until 10, with my favorite day of the week, Open Phone Thursday. For 2 reasons. 1, because it's of, by, and for the listeners. It's of, by, and for the people. And 2, because I don't have to do any show prep. I'm lazy. I'll talk to you then. Handsome John Bang and Betty Perry, the best Boston radio, coming in next. You have a good day. 95 WIIL Rock, the Rock Station.